페라리 역사상 가장 강력한 모델 SF90 스트라달레 공개를 하는 이 자리에 참석해주신 여러분 환영합니다. 그리고 고맙습니다. 저는 오늘 런칭 이벤트 사회를 맡게 된 김일주입니다. 반갑습니다. 이미 디자인을 알고 계신 분들은 많이 계실 겁니다. 앞서 화면을 통해서만 엔진의 배기음을 들었는데도 벌써 제 심장이 요동칩니다. 페라리, 이름만 들어도 실은 심장을 요동치게 만드는 브랜드인데요. 그 브랜드에서 선보이는 8기통 하이브리드 슈퍼카 SF90 스트라달레, 여러분께 이제껏 경험해보지 못한 놀라움을 선사할 예정입니다. 자, SF90 스트라달레는 브랜드 역사상 최초의 양산형 플러그인 하이브리드 모델입니다. 지난 5월 이탈리아에서 처음으로 공개가 됐는데요. 그때 당시에 페라리의 자동차 역사에 있어서 진정한 패러다임의 전환을 이뤄냈다고 모두들 놀라워했습니다. 그리고 바로 오늘 이곳에서 여러분께 그 모델을 선보이고자 합니다. 오늘 행사는 FMK 김광철 대표이사님의 인사 말씀을 비롯해서 페라리 극동 및 중동 지역 커뮤니케이션 총괄 림휘핑님의 카 프리젠테이션, 그리고 대망의 페라리 SF90 스트라달레의 언베일링 순으로 진행이 되겠습니다.
SF90 스트라달레는 그 이름을 통해 페라리 레이싱팀인 스쿠데리아 페라리의 90년 역사와 가치에 대한 경의를 표하고 있습니다. 페라리 DNA의 근간인 F1 레이스의 오랜 경험, 그리고 그 경험을 통해 습득한 최첨단 기술이 적용되어 위대한 결과물인 SF90 스트라달레가 탄생한 것입니다. SF90 스트라달레는 최대 출력 1000마력을 뿜어내는 페라리 역사상 가장 강력한 페라리이자 페라리 최초로 플러그인 하이브리드 기술을 적용한 과거와 현재를 조화롭게 아우르며 미래를 담아낸 새로운 차원의 페라리입니다. 저는 페라리 라인업 역사에 새로운 장을 여는 SF90 스트라달레가 한국 시장에서 또 하나의 성공적인 페라리가 될 것이라고 확신합니다. 슈퍼카 시장을 선도하고 있는 페라리의 행보에도 많은 관심과 성원을 바라며 다시 한번 오늘 이 자리에 함께해 주신 여러분께 깊은 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Lim Hui Ping. Today, I'm going to give you an introduction of our new top-of-the-range car, the SF90 Stradale, and to briefly explain the car's concept as well as the main technical innovations that are hidden underneath its beautiful lines. It's the perfect phrase to describe the entire development process of this car. Starting from the concept definition, this car was meant to go beyond the expectations in every single area. Performance, technology, and design. And the main target was then set in order to beat whatever road car Ferrari ever made. And we did it, as this car is the fastest and most powerful prancing horse car ever produced. A supercar is the platform where we normally develop our most advanced car in terms of performance and technology. In that respect, this car can be considered a supercar. But unlike what we did in the past, the top of our road car technology will not be limited to a small number of people. This is a range model, or better to say, a range supercar. It is the new standard bearer for hyper-technological extreme cars brimming with future-forward content. This car goes beyond performance as it raises again the bar of achievable performance and becomes the new reference in terms of power and straight line acceleration of 0 to 100 and 0 to 200 kilometers per hour. This car goes beyond technology as it represents a paradigm shift with respect to anything else Ferrari has made in the past. First of all, it is the first plug-in hybrid Ferrari, an innovation that was introduced in order to push the boundaries of achievable performance. but that also enables the possibility to drive in full electric mode for up to 25 kilometers. This is quite an interesting feature if you want to go out of your house in the city center on a Saturday morning and you don't want to wake up the entire neighborhood. This car also features a full electric front axle, which is the first performance-driven all-wheel drive application on a Ferrari. Finally, it introduces a new generation human-machine interface that pushes even further the boundaries of the eyes on the road, hands on the steering wheel concept. It goes beyond design as it sets the beginning of a new design era with respect to the last 20 years of V8 mid-rear engine berlinettas with new body proportions and a design sculpted by aerodynamic function. Every single line that was drawn is consistent with the objective of delivering a car not only capable of delivering completely unprecedented performance, but is also extremely appealing in terms of design. In terms of positioning, the SF90 Stradale is not going to substitute any existing product in our range. This is going to be an addition to the range. It becomes our top of the range in terms of performance and fun to drive, and it's going to deliver a completely different driving experience. So who is the perfect client for this car? We believe this car would perfectly fit the pure Ferrari style, and that is a performance enthusiast. So someone who loves to drive, to reach the limit with a car. A beauty lover, someone who loves the perfect combination of performance and design and considers every single Ferrari as a piece of art. Someone addicted to the best, someone who is looking at the best technology in every area of the vehicle. Just a few words on the naming of the car, SF90 Stradale. With such an innovative car, it was very important for us to find the right name. So SF, as you know, stands for Scuderia Ferrari. So that is the place where we develop the pinnacle of our technology that is eventually transferred to our road cars, and which is celebrating its 90th anniversary this year. So Stradale means road, and we thought the name was perfect to deliver this message. A tribute to our history, the racing department, and the reminder of the technological transfer from F1 that we always exploit by sharing information, experience, technology, and components. We believe that these three numbers can perfectly summarize the incredible performance of this car. 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, 0 to 200 in 6.7 seconds. How could we achieve such an incredible amount of power? Starting from the engine, it would have been pretty easy to just borrow the engine of the F8 Tributo, which won the title of the Engine of the Year 4 years in a row, and tune it a little bit in order to extract some more power. But we wanted to go beyond what we had already achieved, and we completely redesigned it. A new combustion chamber, central injectors like in F1, 350 bar GDI allowed to reach 195 CV per liter specific power without any turbo lag, and 780 horsepower. The remaining 220 horsepower are delivered by 3 electric motors, one on the rear mounted between the gearbox and the V8 engine, and the other 2 are independently driving the front wheels. Now, there are 45 brand new innovations on this car, a number of them patented, and it would be impossible to present all of them. We have then selected the most important ones. Rack E is the name of the front electric axle. It's made of 2 electric motors that are able to drive the 2 wheels independently, enabling the so-called torque vectoring. that is able to turn the car and helps the driver to keep the line and to reach the limit in an easier and more fun way. Furthermore, the SF90 Stradale introduces a new 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox that is 35% faster than the previous DTC7. The redesign of the gearbox also allowed the lowering of the entire power unit by 15 mm. Weight recovery has been one of the most demanding challenges engineers had to face for the introduction of the hybrid technology. This technical challenge was overcome by relying on innovative solutions, like the adoption of a multi-material approach of the space frame that for the first time is not entirely in aluminium and instead make use of carbon fiber for the rear wall. The steering wheel is the most important part of the human-machine interface, and its complete redesign was aimed at further increasing the time spent by the driver with his hands on it. Most of the controls now use touch technology, and 80% of the car functions can be controlled directly from the steering wheel. The touch pad on the right allows the driver to control every function of the new digital cluster. In the first Ferrari, the central instrument cluster comprises a single 16-inch digital HD screen, which curves towards the driver to make it easier to read and to emphasize the F1 style wrap-around cockpit effect. This cluster screen can be fully configured and controlled using the controls on the steering wheel. The head-up display is another part of the innovative HMI and allows various data to be projected onto the windshield within the driver's field of vision, so that their attention is not distracted from driving. Last but not least, for the first time ever, we offer a special package that is going to further enhance SF90 Stradale's performance for track use. It's called Assetto Fiorano, and these are the main contents in a nutshell. More advanced aerodynamics, additional lightweight components for a weight saving of 30 kilograms, dedicated livery, and Assetto Fiorano is essentially dare to imagine brought to the limit. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention.